Coming up, a police officer teaching a gun safety class accidentally shoots himself in the leg. Plus, we'll tell you why Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to see bobbleheads terminated. Now at 11, a Saratoga woman is found under mysterious circumstances in a friend's backyard. Good evening, I'm Beth Wenger. This afternoon, police called the death suspicious, but tonight there's new information on the case. According to an autopsy performed this afternoon, 64-year-old Carol Barsallo of Saratoga died of injuries she got in a fall. The owner of the Mechanicville home discovered Barsallo this afternoon. Investigators spent a good portion of the day at the home gathering evidence, but at this point, no charges will be filed. And we're also learning more details about a situation in Albany this afternoon that ended with a SWAT team raiding a city building. A man and a woman who used to live in the building were going back to pick up some belongings, but when they got inside, they told police a gunman threatened them, demanding money. The male victim said he was so scared, he jumped out of a window. Police called in the SWAT team after watching the building for several hours. They threw tear gas through the windows, then stormed the building. No one was inside. Well, the thrills were all too real at a Massachusetts amusement park near here. That's new at 11 tonight.
He was sitting in the back seat, and then all of a sudden he just fell out.
A 55-year-old Connecticut man fell to his death from the Superman roller coaster at Six Flags New England in Agawam this afternoon. Witnesses say the ride was just coming to an end when it happened. The ride is shut down until further notice. 3 years ago, 22 people were hurt on the same ride when one car rear-ended another. A scene of destruction in Saratoga County today, but the damage apparently was done to the homes by the very people being evicted. Joe Gambino has more.
To see it for the first time is shocking. Houses leveled, seemingly blown to bits. But this is not the work of a bomb.
That is definitely frustration. Yes, because people didn't want to leave them anything. They just, it's pitiful.
This is the result of anger. People who lived on this riverfront property in Half Moon say they were deceived by the landowners, the Kraus family.
Get out 30 days and we don't care what the hell happens to you or your house.
All 300 homeowners who rented property from the Krauses have been evicted. This was their last day. The Krauses plan to develop a multi-million-dollar condominium project on this property that sits along the Mohawk River. Residents claim they've been lied to, said they were told nothing would ever happen to this land, and now they're out.
I sure am deceived. I have a year and a half to go to retire, and now where am I going to go?
Now, nobody designs a $60 million project in a couple of months. They've been working on this for years.
And Alice Svensson says that's what really hurts because they've all been duped. So you may be saying to yourself, why are these homes ripped apart? The people who live here tell me the people who ripped the homes down don't ever want the Krauses to profit from them again. Even though the residents are evicted, many say if the project fails, they don't want to leave anything left standing that can be used again.
We should probably all kick ourselves in the rear end for doing what we did and take this as a good lesson in life.
Some residents tell us they're not leaving. In fact, they plan to sue the Kraus family. We tried to talk to the Krauses, but our repeated calls were not returned for comment. In the newsroom, Joe Gambino, Channel 6 News.
Another big financial pill to swallow in Pittsfield's city budget. Mayor James Roberto tells the Berkshire Eagle the cost for city employees' health care is going up even more than expected. The mayor says an extra $200,000 will already be added to the hefty $2 million price tag for this year's insurance plan. Health care costs are proving to be one of the biggest stumbling blocks in this year's budget. Al-Qaeda is being blamed for a particularly brutal killing spree today in Saudi Arabia. Saudi police say the gunman murdered 2 Americans, 2 Brits, 2 Australians, and a Saudi in the offices of a Western engineering firm, then hijacked a getaway car. They reportedly took off with the naked body of one of their victims tied to the trunk. Saudi police gave chase. Witnesses say officers cornered the gunman on a downtown street and killed all 4 of them. Recent intelligence reports suggested Al-Qaeda was looking to target Saudi Arabian oil interests. The office that was the scene of today's shooting was across the street from a petrol plant owned by Exxon. The newly formed Iraqi brigade is on patrol in Fallujah. The brigade is made up of Saddam's former army. The Iraqis will answer directly to the U.S. Marines formerly in charge of the area. After a series of deadly attacks, the coalition deemed the area around Fallujah too dangerous for American soldiers. And these pictures won't make the situation in parts of Iraq any safer for the coalition. The pictures reportedly capture British soldiers mistreating Iraqi prisoners. In one, a soldier urinates on a tied-up detainee. Military police are preparing to arrest 6 British soldiers believed to be involved. Earlier this week, CBS aired images of Iraqi prisoners being tormented by their U.S. captors. One of the women on the front lines of the local Support Our Troops movement saw her efforts recognized today by the one she's been pulling for. Today, Terry Perry welcomed home her son, Private First Class Edward Wood of the 4th Infantry Division. Wood is back in New York for a short time to celebrate his birthday, but he says his mother's support has been the real gift.
It's very overwhelming. I mean, you don't think of what you do when you're doing it until, you get all the support that you have from your friends and family and people you don't even know just come up to you and want to shake your hand.
Terry Perry started Project Yellow Ribbon from her home in Schuylerville. For more information on how you can be a part of it, log on to WRGB.com and click onto web links. Well, turning now to weather, I'm not going to sing, don't worry, but I think an appropriate tune would be The Party's Over. Here's Mike.
Mary Beth, tomorrow will mark the last extraordinarily warm day of this latest stretch, as we've got a cold front that will be moving through tomorrow night, bringing in colder air. Shocking. Radar loop over the past 12 hours shows you a few downpours,